Hello everybody, thanks again for joining me in my channel and video. So this is the review video for the Mark 50 Iron Man diecast, normal version of course, not the special edition one, from the Infinity War movie Hot Toys. So I think first impression, right, when this figure was first announced, I think there were some comments that mentioned that this figure looks like a leotard. I can't entirely disagree with that, but I guess it just means that this figure is very sleek and definitely looks good, very modern, modern feel, very seamless Iron Man, I would say. So maybe before I move on to the main figure itself, let's look at the accessories. Now, I think in the beginning, right, many collectors, including myself, would be wondering there's quite few accessories included with this figure, and actually they are not wrong, because subsequently, Hot Toys announced another set where they included more figures, more accessories, which actually appeared when Iron Man was fighting Thanos on the planet of Titan in the Infinity War movie. So definitely a lack of accessories here. So I'm just glad that I already pre-ordered the accessory set for the Mark 50 quite some time ago. So if I'm not wrong, it just went out it just became sold out. It's out of stock. So if you want to get it, I think you might have to spend quite some money to buy from second-hand sellers or even scalpers for that matter. Yep, so maybe on to this accessory first, right? This is one of the cannons. To me, right, it feels plastic, but the details are definitely there. So I'm quite amazed with this cannon. Even the photos I've seen online or in the Facebook groups, or even on IG, Instagram, this is a pretty detailed cannon, and now having unboxed this and doing a review and actually looking at it, it really looks good, even though it doesn't feel as good. I think it feels more of plastic, and this cannon as well. So we can always count on the Hot Toys for their details. Maybe not so much of its quality. I think it comes with a price. More metallic parts, it becomes pricier. I think even Hot Toys CEO Howard Chan constantly says about the improvement in quality. So I think there's definitely an area of development, or AFI area for improvement, comes to their quality. Now this is the thrusters or boosters for that matter. Now it feels plastic as well, but you can see the details there. So it's supposed to be attached to the back of Iron Man Mark 50. So sorry, I will not be attaching this accessory on it yet. I think this is more of a review video. I think most likely I will attach it and show it to everyone in my repost videos, which I've done before for other figures. So very nice details there, if you ask me. So I hope I've shown everybody every part of this. I think there's a lot of curves and hidden corners here, tiny parts there. So there you have it. And of course their hands, there are extra 2 pairs here. So as usual, I think they feel kind of plastic. think this two feels more plastic than this two. This two feels a bit more metallic. And let's look at the head sculpt. Definitely, as usual, beautiful head sculpt by Hot Toys. So we can see that this is a perfectly clean one or clear one without any blood or any injuries on Tony Stark. So if you're looking forward to a clean head sculpt of Tony Stark, this is the one. Very lifelike and perfect there, if you ask me. Hot Toys has done it once again. Look at the mustache, the beard, wow. Amazing. Right, so batteries here. Maybe as I'm talking about the batteries, right, I think I've seen many photos of this Iron Man figure with the batteries. I mean, with the lights on, so definitely the batteries were in, and I think they were beautiful. But I always find it a hassle, and I always am worried about the batteries leaking, because I don't know why my live battery seems to leak quite often, whether it's in TV remote controls or torch lights or other electrical appliances. So maybe before about the main figure, actually this stand, right, if you ask me, I think I've also seen the comments online as well. I think it's a bit too small, especially for collectors or toy collectors who want to pose the Iron Man in the flying mode. I think this may be a bit too light, so Iron Man might topple over. I mean, the Iron Man figure might topple over. So I think the figure stand or display stand is a bit too small for this one. Keeping in mind, right, that if you do want to put it in a flight mode or extreme pose mode, okay, this might not be enough. You can see, as in it might not be heavy enough. So you can see, right, it's even moving backwards as I put the display stand like this. So maybe it's better if you put it upright. So for me, right, I mean, I usually put my display, especially the dynamic display stands like this, so that I can lean the Iron Man against the display stand. Well, I mean, now it's not exactly leaning, but I'll make sure before I put it into the display cabinet, it will be leaning so that it will not drop or topple over and damage the figure. So there you have it. So usually I will do this if I'm provided with a dynamic pose, so I always prefer the drawing grabber kind of display stand. So maybe onto the main figure, right? I mean everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion. I don't know why, I just feel that this Mark 50 feels more plastic than usual. I mean, it feels as heavy, but I can feel many plastic parts rather than metallic parts. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do feel it that way, even as I was unboxing this figure earlier. So there are a lot of parts. I think they are detachable here, so you just gotta know which parts. I think that's the confusing part, especially when the accessory set is gonna be released. I think, if I'm not wrong, late this year or early next year. So I think there were some comments earlier that there are a lot of gaps in between the figure, especially at the joints, but I just feel that you need to pose them properly, so to really get the effect that you want. So over here, right, I can show you. You can see this shoulder flap, we can really open it up. Right, then it's not very nice, so it depends on how you want to pose it. Make it be easily closed back to give the seamless Iron Man feeling. So I mean, it really depends on individual how you want to pose your Iron Man figure. Whether you want the flaps to be opened up or closed, whether you want to attach the boosters or the cannons. I think the cannons, right, I'm not going to do it here, just a quick review, but the cannons look beautiful. we attach it on the left hand and right hand. So I've seen many pictures of it, so I would recommend you go ahead with the Canon. I think I'll do it later on in my repost videos. So quite a few light up areas here I've seen online. Pictures people have taken, beautiful pictures. So if you can, right, go ahead and insert the batteries and switch on the lights for this figure. I think it's beautiful. So maybe just 2 more points before I end off this video. So over here, right, I think I've almost forgot to mention, there is this piece here, feels kind of rubbery or plastic. So this is for the Tony sculpt head sculpt. Tony Stark head sculpt. If you want to replace it with the head sculpt and take out the helmet or the Iron Man mask, so there's this piece here, and you can see, right, the Iron Man Mark 50 figure, it's not entirely straight. You can see that the chest area is a bit protruding, and this leg here is bent inwards or backwards. Maybe I show everyone the side or lateral view, you can see it more clearly. So it's a bit more worrying for me because I'm really afraid that the figure will topple over this way. And you can see here, it's curved like this. So the figure is not exactly standing straight, or maybe that's how it's balanced. So just these 2 points here to end off. You can see the chest is a bit stuck out. Body is bent, curved like this. Figure might topple over this way. So that's all from me for now, everyone. I hope this review video has been comprehensive and complete enough. And if you ask me, right, I think you should definitely go get this figure, especially if you're an Iron Man fan or the Avengers fan or the Avengers Infinity War movie fan. So that's all from me for now. Hope to catch you all at my subsequent videos. So as usual, don't stop collecting, and goodbye.